Have you ever had a teacher that really stood out above the others? A teacher that challenged you and made you really think about the world that we live in? I had an industrial arts teacher like this, and I've never forgotten him. He, he used to teach us about the world and the world we live in rather than just preparing us for the next exam. I want to be a teacher because I want to teach kids about the world. I have decided that the best age group for me to teach would be primary school. I think that these early years of education contain the most important learning that any child will be exposed to. Primary school children have a simple understanding of how the world works. I think they are the age group which are the most open to learn about the world as a whole. They are ready to be taught the big picture without the need to specialise teaching to the extent that high school does. I love to look at the world and see how things work, and the idea of helping children gain both appreciation and knowledge of how the world is has brought me to the point where I'm ready to change careers. I have worked my whole life on farms, and now, as a large-scale farm manager, I have reached the pinnacle of the production side of agriculture. As a 17-year-old finishing Year 12, I didn't dream that I would be doing the job I have now. I also didn't appreciate how education would help me in my life now, as I work with and train other people to do various jobs. In adulthood, I realised that life would have been much easier if I had listened when other people had tried to teach me, instead of trying to do things my own way. This is why I want to be a teacher. I want to teach children about the world, but I want children to want to learn about the world. The way the world works is changing, and many areas in life are vastly different from how they were when I was young. It's hard to name an area in life that hasn't been affected by the digitisation of the world. As a child, I marvelled when the local supermarket changed from reading price stickers to using barcode scanners on the checkouts. Now, I get frustrated if the radio correction signal weakens on a GPS-steered tractor, meaning I have to go to the effort of pressing the resume guidance button before the tractor will continue to steer itself. The students I am preparing to teach come from a different generation than I do. They grew up surrounded by technology and expect to be taught using all available mediums. I consider myself digitally fluent, and although I'm not an innovator, I hope that as a teacher I will continue to be in the early majority of technology adopters. Given the technological climate we live in, it could be tempting to use some form of digital medium in every lesson, but that is not the point. As a teacher, I hope to use technology wherever it is appropriate and beneficial, focusing on the learning outcomes of my students and fostering in them a love of learning and knowledge that will help them succeed in all spheres of life in the digital world in which we live. Thank you.